contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Drawing up the design keeper. Extra cut to the right sideline. He's off to the races. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now is York to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Turn back there.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Handoff on 2nd and short. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be Browns football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
65, 6.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Lions. Warriors, 70. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther Street, Panther Street.
From the red zone on 1st. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pull that in front further. 13-zip. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Gronk. But we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. But once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. Throwing it to depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
York now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the result.
York to kick off for the Browns.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready. Look at 19. 18, Robert. 18, left wing, 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to work they go after the interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
They're going to try and throw it here. Buys time, rolling right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, honestly, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Darius Davis to return it. He gets popped quickly there. Man, it's not a nice feeling or a nice run back.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, Instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throwing from his own end zone. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. Get 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's an early runaway. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Kevin Byron. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Got his man. It's on him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 8 on that one. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And 10 from the 32.
Come on. Come 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season. Man, these last 2 drives, Brock, he's looking like a different quarterback than we've seen all season. He's been so good at taking care of the football. Not so much here.
Yeah, it does speak to the type of play he's had, where he's just been so on it, taking care of the football, knowing it's the most precious thing you've got in the game, and he's given it away a couple times. I'm curious to see how this affects him here down the road.
And again, Brock, the play clock expires. What is going on down there? A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
70, 79, bro. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Dropping back to throw. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 20 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
18, check. Hawk 70, check, hurt.
Throwing from the gun. Holds in. Again, it's Bowers. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
70. Viking 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight, 19, go.
Now looking to throw. That one connects. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.